Welcome to another amazing episode of the KSS by Zap, and I am your host, Adamurete Christabel. At the KSS, we explore the inside stories of creative businesses, and on today's edition, we are going to be delving into the world of streetwear to see what it takes to build a fashion brand. Today at the KSS, we have with us an amazing guest who is currently building his fashion brand, and our guest for today is the founder of the Cigar brand, and it is an emerging fashion brand based in Enugu State. So before we get right in, let's go on a short break and we are going to be right back. Welcome back to the KSS by Zap, and remember, on this edition we are going to be talking about streetwears. Now, for those of you who do not already know, streetwears was not just made for tomboys and the Gen Zs, because I'm slowly seeing it creeping into our local fashion too, because I've been seeing a lot of people going on with the trend of Ankara baggy pants, hoodies and the likes of that, and that's the whole point of this edition, to find out and know everything about streetwears. Cigar Wears is going to be telling us everything that we need to know about streetwears. So hello sir, how are you doing? Thank you for joining us.
All right.
So let's have Cigar tell us who he is.
Yeah, or more about myself. Hi everyone, I am Cigar. They keep saying founder, bro. I don't know, but I'm Cigar, creative director of the brand Cigar Wears. Okay.
All right, so it's nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too.
First of all, what is your background story with Cigar Wears? Like, what do we need to know about Cigar Wears?
Okay. So first of all, you look amazing.
Thank you so much.
Like the makeup, the choice of
I'm blushing.
your wardrobe choice.
Thank you so much.
Even down to the nails. Like, I don't know.
Okay.
Yeah. So yeah, that's that. Then when it comes to like the background story, like the name Cigar, it sounds weird. Like, first of all, people
Very
keep
weird.
Yeah.
Okay.
So people keep like, is that your government's name? Like, did your parents name you Cigar and all that? I know you probably wondering.
I was going to ask, but
yeah. So nobody named. I don't think anybody named that time Cigar. But I can tell you like how I got the name. So in secondary school, I came with something that looks like a macet. My uncle normally send us things from abroad. So it happens that one of the things he sent was his empty packet of tobacco. He wrote 20 tobacco inside. But I could use it to store my pen and all that. So I brought it to school. One of my friends saw it and started laughing hard. I'm like, oh, so this explains why you're always late to school. You and your dad, they share cigarettes. You collect 10, you collect 10, that kind of thing. So it was very, very funny joke then. So after break time, he came back, told the same joke. So if all of us here, we don't go from secondary school in Nigeria, knows that once they start calling you a name and you rebel against it, game over. You know, it is now your official name.
okay.
So I tried rebelling against it over time, and it just
came like that. So.
Yeah, then I went to university somewhere from my secondary school, came and saw me there, continued the name.
Cigar.
Yeah, but in secondary school, I went to Command Secondary School in Enugu. So it was Cigar. Like, we are Igbo people, it's Cigar. But I begged the person I met at university, I don't spoil my steez for here. Please. So we decided to make it Cigar. Yeah. Oh. So when I was out of school and I wanted to make clothes, I just wanted to make clothes.
Cigar Wears.
Yeah, I was low-key popular in suits then, like due to basketball. So like people in the host and people knew me a lot. So I felt like I'm doing something else now. I feel like if I use the same name, they all know me with. Yeah, they could know like it's that same person that is doing this. So that's why I came up with Cigar Wears.
Well, the name is nice, though it still sounds weird, but it's kind of unique too. So I scrolled through your page. I looked at the wears that were on your page, and I have to say that your pieces are quite amazing. They are nice, and I have to lay emphasis on they are unique. But then I noticed something that was very like regular with each of your wears, which is like, I think I'll call it like a skeleton hand holding a cigarette. Yeah. Obviously, I'm not surprised about the Cigar Wears. But then I have a question.
Yeah.
So what is the idea behind your branding? Like, what's the idea behind the skeleton that is holding the cigarettes on your wears?
Oh, okay. So the skeleton hand, holding a cigarette. Look is a campaign against smoking because I don't smoke. It shows smoke.
Oh
smoke.
my God. It's not possible.
I do not smoke. I think the only time I've tried cigarettes was when my dad used to smoke. Like, as a child, when they're done smoking that Benson,
Yeah.
that's his brand. He drops that thing and allows it to burn off.
Yeah.
So while the thing they burn off and he leaves, you just rush, pick it up.
And
They catch me one day. I had the beating of my life, but I think this is like the only time I smoked. So as a child, I had a trauma about smoking. I saw someone I really look up to and love battle stopping to smoke. Like, you are looking at this person and it looks like it is not in their power to stop something they started themselves.
wow.
So it kind of traumatized me, and I have the bad habit of anything I start doing, I overdo it. I do not fucking care about that. If it is a bad thing and I learn it, oh Jesus, they go not catch me. They go catch me. They will catch me if I stop. So I figured if I don't want to go through what he went through, I shouldn't do that myself.
So indirectly, you're trying to tell us that as much as your brand name is called Cigar Wears, it's like raising awareness for people to stop smoking, right?
Yeah, kind of, because but I'm still coming to the skeleton. So the skeleton, low-key, I'm not going to lie, it wasn't intentional in the first place. Like, it was later I started adding meaning to it. But the skeleton shows it's for a skeleton, don't die, clearly.
Yeah.
So smoking kills. But initially, how I got the whole thing was I made clothes. Like, clothes are basically just from my imagination, just a bunch of me. What if this thing works out? Like, what if you bring this and this? That's how I come up with it.
Created a meaning behind.
So I made a clothes, and I needed to post it, like show my 15 WhatsApp viewers as of then. Like, I've made this new thing, and I needed it to have an identity. I could not afford to pay a graphic designer, nobody. Yes, I didn't have the what's it called, Photoshop and CorelDRAW skills to do that. So I just saw an image. I just went on Pinterest. I saw an image, brought it up, and did the little I could do. So that's actually, it was just random. But the meaning it came later. Yeah.
That's nice. So the next question I want to ask is, why Enugu State? Now, a lot of people have this idea that growing a business in Enugu is very, very hard, especially a streetwear brand. Do you understand? So my question is, why Enugu State, and how has Enugu State generally influenced the growth of your business or influenced your business as a whole?
Okay. So honestly, why Enugu State? I don't have money to move to Lagos.
Oh my God. That is like the realest answer I've heard in a while. So
wait, I'm not done answering. I'm just going to be honest. So while I was in Essex, so as of 2016 or 2017, if you saw a very nice outfit, like there was there was a popular brand in the US, Hood by Air, HBA, and they have like this write of 69. So like if you see a very nice outfit online, the only place you can get it is in Lagos. Like you're looking, or a boutique that will build it from Lagos.
Yeah.
So it was annoying to me that, and I hated wearing what everybody else was wearing.
Wow.
Like it annoyed me then. It really did. But I started finding out, say, my pockets cannot afford to be unique that much. So I was angry that I couldn't, the cool things was very difficult to find, because maybe the boutique owners then in Enugu weren't exploring, weren't getting those cool fits. So, and you come outside, almost everybody is looking like
wearing the same thing.
Yeah,
so it's just generic.
Exactly. Like if you come out, just like see, all of them, they go for the same. It was annoying. So I felt like, all right, since I'm in Enugu and I hate this thing, I can create this for me and my friends. Yes, I started looking for ways. How can I at least get cool things that I and my friends can wear? That's how I actually stayed it.
So the fact that you wanted something that not everybody was wearing means that you really went through a whole lot of thought process to get to where you are, from your designs to the general process of Cigar Wears. Yeah. So let's talk about your thought process. What is it like, the process from creation to execution for Cigar Wears?
Okay. So I could start with the t-shirt I'm wearing.
All right.
So when I wanted to make the t-shirt, basically I'm a big fan of Fela, Nicola Pokuti, Bruce Lee, and Kobe Bryant. maybe Muhammad Ali. Yeah, Muhammad Ali. So I consumed a lot of fella content. I liked him and his son Seun Kuti because of the idea of Pan-Africanism and the idea of waking the Nigerian youth, Nigerian people to understand like we have problems.
Yes.
And how we should fix it and do things about it, So one day I was just looking into the fella thing, and there was this fella documentary they did, and fella has this saying, music is the weapon. Alright, so I made this fashion is the weapon. So basically, I see every t-shirt as a canvas for me to tell a story or pass a message. So, and I also want to make t-shirts to be a mini billboard whereby anybody that is wearing it is representing an idea. And I cannot tell everybody the story, but if the t-shirt is cool enough and they're wearing it to ShopRite, somebody being attracted by that cool image gets the story behind it. And if it triggers a question, a feeling, then they get to tell somebody else. So basically, everybody buying a t-shirt from me is actually voting for that idea or concept and helping me spread the message.
Yeah, they're spreading the
So in this one, I'm saying fashion is the weapon in the sense that my clothes will no longer just be aesthetics. It will be something to tell a message.
Yes.
And using fella is like a sign of,
spreading the message.
Spreading like,
Fela also
fighting for things. Like fella is an image like rebellion. Rebelling against the common thing or the government and
bad
stuff.
Government and
then
everything.
At the back, I'll turn so you see the back. The back, I just hope you will ruin the camera angle. At the back, I hit up my friend James Art. So I'm like, hey man, I feel like I and James started this 30-day rant thing before it was, because I texted him and I said like I feel like the problem with Nigeria actually isn't tribalism and religion. It's actually the people in charge of our funds, in charge of the decisions and everything. Because if me and you now know, if there's an Indian man as our president now, and Naira is now 100 Naira to $1, fuel is now 80 Naira. You see that crate of egg will be problem. Because like 6.5, it's now 600. I swear, me and you do not care who the gender, the tribe, or whatever that person there. We don't want that person to come down. Like our life automatically change.
Yeah.
And we start seeing our brothers and sisters. Like, I don't know for you, but I have cousins, nephews, brothers that traveled out that I'm not sure I'm going to see in the next 7-8 years, because they might not have gotten green card then. I have some that have married somebody they actually don't really like that much because of how bad the country is.
Yeah.
And how much, the level of, the kind of work they even do there. Like, you dey with your brother or cousin or whoever he is. But when he goes there, he's taking care of elderly people. Like, this na person where they normally live with. But just to green up. So basically, I'm saying that, so I told him that, let's try and pass this message. So we came up with an artwork. It's at the back of my t-shirt. So at the back, I'll explain it and show you. At the back, we drew Nigerian politicians in a swimming pool. And on the background, Nigeria is burning. And then there is a fire service truck that came to quench the fire. But instead of quenching the fire, actually is a Nigerian politician that is the fire service truck. But instead of quenching the fire, he's using it out to the water they are swimming in. And why Nigeria is still burning. So basically, the artwork is explaining, say, these people actually, the money they actually get is to fix the problems in Nigeria. But
they are using it for something else.
For their own lavish lifestyle.
Thought process in creating your designs is actually very deep. And like, somebody like with like mere eyes, without asking, will not really like understand it, but the thought process is deep and the meaning is also very beautiful.
Yeah.
So I want to ask, how did you feel when you made your first sale in Cigar Wears? And if you've been keeping count, how many pieces of clothes do you think you've sold since you started Cigar Wears?
Honestly, I've not been keeping count.
But if you were to give a rough estimate,
I have no clue. Like this is like, I'm more focused on the creating aspect. Like if there's a way I could just be making this and there's people doing the marketing and I actually like the marketing. I like the shooting part, like going out to shoot the content. Yeah. But there's a way somebody could be doing the sales for me and I'm just inside the house coming up with creating things and ideas and stuff. Like I am terrible at the marketing aspect of it. So most of the sales is just let me have money to create more. So I don't pay attention to.
So you're more focused on creating and like leaving the marketing to your marketing team rather.
Yes, kind of.
Okay, so remember I said that I scrolled through your page.
Yeah.
So on your page I saw a video of Fino putting on like your outfits and trying out your pieces.
Yeah.
So I want to ask, like, how did it happen that Fino got your wears, or how did you get him to wear Cigar Wears, and how did you feel when it was Fino putting on that outfit?
Okay. So about that aspect, I'm just going to first of all form like shout out to my shout out to my guy. He reached out and all that, but that's not what happened.
Tell us what happened.
That's not what happened. So yeah, shout out my cousin Afibi fam. So it's good to have if you live in the family.
Yes,
it's good to
like
exactly have somebody
that you can use to
it's
show
good
off.
to have like not show up. So I have this cousin.
Okay.
Baba is like the black sheep. Black sheep is like fair where this guy did. So basically he just lives life. So he hit me up one day. I'm like, hey man, Fino will be coming to this place, and he has a friend, or I think they hanged out before at Lagos or Onitsha. So then he said Fino will be coming to Enugu, and he will still hang out with him in the hotel room, and maybe follow him to stay. Just basically hotel room that he'll be there and he will grant me access. I should make some pieces of like one or two outfits. And this is like December 30th or 28th. I don't know what I did village as of then.
Yeah.
So I have to leave village and come to town to make the clothes a day or two to, and markets no the like, because now December, Christmas period, January 1st or 3rd, I don't know. So I couldn't even buy, so I have to make with any material I have around me. So I made the ones I could make, took it there. The guy granted me access to the place. I met Fino, and he's a very down-to-earth, chilled human being. Like, I was there and all, like, wait, now normal human being. And he does not, how when you come to, we have this bad experience as children, whereby we think like rich, successful people have looked down on, they look down on, bro, he was nothing like that. I started even feeling like crew member. I feeling like one of the crew member because he was so accommodating and looks out for every single person.
How did he feel about your wears? Like, what did he have to say about Cigar Wears?
Yeah, he has been seeing a lot of clothes. So
yeah.
He was like, you made this by yourself? I'm like, yes. I say he looks cool. He went and checked himself in the mirror. He did that like 2 times. The first outfit, second outfit. Then he came out and asked a few questions, then came with bundles, to appreciate me, But I didn't post that part because I know I'm billing, but that's it.
Yeah. So would you consider Cigar Wears like an affordable brand to the average Nigerian? And secondly, do you think your wears are like an all-round, like somebody can wear your wears all round the year, or it's just like seasonal fits?
All right. Affordability, right now it is affordable, but like every other person making anything, they aim at whoever that is at the top of the food chain. Like I'm aiming at, it won't be bad if you go to Cigar Wears website, you see $1,000 or $2,000 something dollars, it really won't be bad, yeah. So I'm also aiming at that if I could get that, but right now it's affordable. Then when it comes to seasonal, so I said that it was something I posted on my WhatsApp. Who defines school? How do we know something is school? So it turns out what our definition of cool has actually been the media showing us what our definition of cool is. And the media is not even Nigerian media. It's not even me and you control the media. So the media is basically what we all consumed as youths, teenagers, our children. So that's how some of us thought S level was cool because we saw Liu doing it on TV.
Yeah.
That's how Pablo that picks money now, small money, probably wearing puffer jackets under the sun inside keke, or a hoodie in Abba and he's with like thicker hoodie. It's very, very thicker hoodie. Simply because our definition of cool came from people in a different way, that a
People
different
defining it for us.
So that's like, so when I started the whole thing, I started with that definition of cool, trying to make jackets. So I started realizing maybe the bomber jacket does not need the insulator, the thing that makes it puffy. You should take that out, because our temperature, Nigerian average temperature, maybe like 24 degrees Celsius or so. And we usually get hot ones like 30 or so. But these people you're looking up to, they get minus sometimes. Regular one, 56 degrees or so. So I said, now I'm started looking into, okay, this thing has to be culturally or environmentally appropriate. So now I'm looking at the materials. I'm trying to reduce some. I'm trying to move into t-shirts, shirts. So again, I'm just growing as the process goes.
Okay, so let's pretend that I didn't know you.
Yeah.
I've never seen your pieces, and then I walk into a room filled with people wearing cigar wears.
Yeah.
What vibe would you want your clothes to give, or like, how do you want the people that are putting on your brand to feel?
Okay. Confidence. First of all, it's you have. I'll like them to be confident and proud of whatever they're wearing. That's one. Basically, that's like a very important one. Then, secondly, an appreciation of the art, like appreciation of.
Don't just wear it.
Yeah,
Love it.
yeah. So story, yeah. When I was starting, I made this cool fella jacket. It has legend in front of it, and I am broke as fuck. And I think I sold one for 8,000 naira. I am super broke. I was even actually asking my siblings for small money, make I see fronts, make I chop. And somebody walks in, I'm like, they offered me the 8K. Then I actually reject people that you come to buy. I tell you, no, you don't look like you rep this brand.
Very
kind
well.
of thing. Yeah. So basically, what I'm trying to say with that is, in a way, then I would like you, if you're wearing cigar wears and you walk into a room, I want you to like be excited to see another person wearing cigar wears, because you feel like this is another version of you, like another
yes.
cool person, like
you.
If you watch anime and you're wearing Naruto, I don't know if any of you watch anime, but you're wearing Naruto and you're looking in the other room and you see somebody wearing like Itachi, they're still the same Naruto. You feel like you found your person.
Yes,
like,
somebody that can relate to what
exactly.
you've been
You're not going to shake that person out. You are going to get lost inside you. Well,
And then you just feel somehow when they're like, no, I just bought this polo. I don't even know what's on it.
imposter.
Sorry. Okay, so there's a current trend in Nigeria right now where like people tend to spend more on brands outside. You know, they've started this trend where people come online and they're like, because you made a dress and slammed dress Amaka on it, you think you can sell it to us for 500K. Like, they rate brands from outside, but then when it's Nigerian brands, they kind of belittle Nigerian brands. They spend more money outside, and then when they come back home here, they want to make us feel guilty for charging whatever we charge. So what do you have to say about like that?
It still comes down to the media thing. We do not control our own media. Nigeria is considered local. Like, once it comes to even, yes, like when you think Nigerian made things, automatically what comes to your head is local.
Low quality.
Just basically low quality, like it doesn't last or anything. How did we get there? Like, who told us how? So basically, so that's another thing there is the people we look up to is still media. Like, if you see, I don't know, like the female actors, I could give you an example. But if James Bond wears a suit and maybe Jim Ike wears a suit, which one would you want to appear in more if you're a guy? Probably James Bond. You want to relate more with James Bond than Jim Ike.
Yeah.
And automatically, the one on James Bond you're wearing, your brain tells you is more expensive than whatever
than what Jim Ike is wearing. Even if Jim Ike tags that brand, that he actually got it from that brand.
I probably still wouldn't give a fuck.
So, okay, so do you think Nigerian brands are like Nigerian brands generally? Do you think they are expensive or their prices are fair?
Okay, actually I don't know if their prices are expensive, but I think sometimes I'll see some like, I have to look it again. Wait, this is how much? Wow. I don't know like how people do their pricing and stuff, but I can maybe explain from my own perspective.
Okay, so tell us about Cigar Wears. What goes into the costing process of Cigar Wears?
Okay, so I think I watched somewhere where I think one lady was saying in fashion, it has to be 3 times the cost price.
Yeah, I've seen something like
Yeah,
that
you have,
before.
right?
Yes.
So, and if you're a brand that is starting that you have not attracted the, I don't know,
Right on the right audience.
yes, if that's the name, but like the rich people that are willing to spend money because they value your brand or they see other rich people wearing it. So if you've not gotten there, to do the 3% might be hard for you. Because a t-shirt like this could be just 20K plain t-shirt. So that is just plain t-shirt, and it's not even in Enugu State, it's probably in Lagos. There are some of 25, there are like 15K, and you're trying to make sure you give your customer a proper one. So let's say you get the t-shirt for 25 or 20, and you have to weigh bill it to Enugu State. Then the printing cost. So if you're doing printing front and back, it might be depend on the printing technique. Are you adding embroidery to it, or are you using DTF, DTG, whatever printing technique it also determines the cost. So let's say you get the t-shirt for 20K, you couldn't find a very good vendor, and you're looking for like, there's something called GSM. GSM is the weight of the fabric, gram per square meter. That's what they use to determine like the quality or the thickness of a polo. So let's say you're trying to get like a 300 GSM, whatever. The more the thicker the polo, the more expensive it gets. So let's say that's what you're aiming for, and you get it for like 20,000 naira, maybe 25, depending on if you're lucky to get a very good vendor. So you will bill it to Enugu State, 4K, 5K, 4K-ish. Yeah, 4K. And you pick it up, you have to do the embroidery
Printing
or
and
the printing.
everything.
So depending on whatever technique, are you printing front and back, also determine the cost. And whoever, the way you're doing the whole printing. So it might cost you 6, 8, 10, I don't know, whatever the own cost might turn out to be. So that's like 30K now. Now do the 3% rule. This is just the cost. You've not even added like the marketing, whereby you have to like pay photographer, pay model if you don't work with your own friends and you don't
Packaging
have
bags
people.
and
Yeah,
everything.
packaging bag. Then the cost to acquire a customer, like Instagram ads and the rest of them. So let's just even remove that one. Let's just do like 30K, just getting the t-shirt and printing it times 3. That's 90K. How many of us said they actually buy one polo 90K? Like, I feel slap person if the person won't come to me like 90K.
But there are people that are actually spending such amount.
But that's what I'm saying. Like, if you're a
clothes.
startup, if you just a startup and you have not attracted those people, and you don't have the finances to attract those people, because I feel like maybe to attract like the rich clients, sorry, Igbo language, Igbo tongue, don't come. So the rich clients, you have to like position your stuff. You have to position it to luxury. So maybe you have to like rent a car, if you don't have friends that have a very good expensive car, go to expensive environments, accessories, all those kind of stuff. So if you don't have money to do that, you probably wouldn't be able to attract those kind of people.
Yes.
Yeah.
Totally understand it.